This video is for somebody that needs to hear it, okay? And I'm here to tell you to keep going. And I wanted to talk about this because yesterday I saw a video of a lady who was feeling down. She was feeling sad because she's a singer, songwriter who was performing, and when she was performing, it was crickets. There was barely anybody there because management or whoever messed up her whole performance. And then she posted a TikTok video talking about her whole situation and how she just feels like she always gets downed in the industry. It's so hard. She feels like not even pursuing it anymore. And when I see stories like this, I just get so sad because I'm like, no, we cannot lose another person. We can't lose another creative. We can't. And this is not a video just for creative people. This is for everyone. Because when you're pursuing things, when you're doing things that are not easy, there are going to be some trials and tribulations, okay? And before we get into that, let me introduce myself to the people that don't know. Hi, my name is Branson. I'm an actor, singer, songwriter, dancer, influencer, and everything else in between. And as I harp on this journey, I have to also give advice or just my 2 cents into how I think about how others should keep pursuing and keep going. Because when I tell you, sometimes we need that reassurance, okay? Because I know that I sometimes need that reassurance from other creatives. I sometimes need that you're doing the right thing. You're okay. You're going down the right path. Keep it going. Keep it flowing. And after seeing this video, it really just struck me a little bit because I'm like, I get it. And it's especially doing something that sometimes people don't take you as serious, because when you're doing something that's musical or theatrical, film, anything creative, or even if you have a passion and you're telling a friend, partner, family member, anybody, and sometimes like you can get a reaction and it's just like, oh, like blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people sometimes just think it's a fever dream or a thing you'll grow out of or whatever. But it's like, no, people can make this a career. And I think that a lot of people, they don't really see the future. They don't see the bigger vision, because when you look at your favorite artists, when you look at your favorite people that are successful in their fields, you just say, wow, they're amazing, they're hardworking, they did what they had to do. But then when you have a friend or you have somebody that's telling you, oh, well, this is what I want to do for them, especially when they're in the beginning stages, it's like, yeah, oh, whatever. Yeah, like, no, that's cool, like, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, you know how they really don't feel, or they may just think, okay, you'll get over it. But it's like, no, there are real people doing the thing, and you can do it too. Because what I've just been learning from getting so much information, whether it's audiobooks, actual books, online from gurus, people that are actually doing it, or just watching interviews of people that are in my field, is that it really just, nobody's smarter than anyone. Like, I mean, obviously there are people that are smarter than the average person, but I'm saying, like, a lot of the people that I've been watching and following, they always mention, like, I wasn't smarter than these people, and I wasn't like some great person that was just born with this great gift and now I'm doing it. It's like, no, it just takes hard work, dedication, and discipline. And that's what it is. And when I see this, I know, because so many of these moments are like when I saw her video of her like just ranting and feeling sad and doubtful, and I like sympathize. You know, I'm learning my words, but I really felt for her, because I was just like, yeah, no, I get it, especially when you're already going through an industry that is so volatile, especially in the beginning. You don't know if there's snakes in the camp. You don't know if people are just trying to sell you some random signature sign-off deal, or if they're actually in your best interest. Because obviously, you know, obviously everybody wants to make money, but are you trying to make money with me, or are you trying to just scam me? You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I can just see the background, because I even know people close to me that have done musical things and they've lost a lot of money because of certain scams or certain deals that weren't really prominent. And even me, so not with music, but just doing acting and film and meeting new people and meeting things. And it's just, I'm in that process of like, okay, well, can we work together? Is this a friendship, might I add? Because I went to a networking event yesterday or 2 days ago. Was it yesterday? It was 2 days ago. And I met a lot of really cool people, but I'm also like, okay, so are you like cool? And you know, like, but I did meet somebody who was like, I was like, okay, you could be a friend. Like, I could actually see you as a friend, because you just never know. Like, you can, I feel like I can feel when people are like super genuine and like just like raw. And I'm like, okay, I like you. But others, it's like, okay, I've had to feel some people out. And I was like, I don't know. But yeah, it's just when you're doing something like this, it's it's a lot of back push, especially in the beginning. And I'm saying especially in the beginning because I'm in the beginning and I'm feeling this right now. And I'm documenting this every single day because if you don't know, I make YouTube videos every single day. If you check yesterday, there was a video. The day before, there was a video. Last week, there was a video. Last month, there was a video. And tomorrow, there will be a video. And don't ask me for how long. It's until whenever the wind blows, whenever I feel like it. But yeah, I'm just documenting this experience and I'm talking every day about it, but it's just I love seeing passionate people. I love seeing people that are pursuing what they want. I love people that are going higher than what they may feel that they're at right now because that is how you keep going. That is how you push and that is how you get past the normal boundary or the way of people wanting you to okay, you can go this far, but not too far, but go right here. And it's like, no. What if I want to go all the way over there? All the way over there. I can pursue that. I can actively act towards that. And I feel like it puts a little fire, a little bit more fire up in you than the average person because I actually I'm reading the 4 Hour Work Week right now, okay, and it's by Tim Ferriss, and I'm reading it because I heard a lot of I'm into like finance stuff too, guys, a little side quest, but I love stuff like that and learning about financial literacy and money. It's just tea to me. It's just interesting. I want to know. We all want to know about the coin. Anyways, but he was talking about in this book, Tim Ferriss, the author of the 4 Hour Work Week, he was saying like so many people are reaching towards the baseline and the middle level. Like, for example, what I mean, you have so many people competing right now in this job market. I hate to talk about a job market, but no, seriously, at this time in age, maybe next week this video will be irrelevant and the job market will be so booming, you won't even care. You're like, Branson, that was decades ago. But at least right now, it's like hard for a lot of people to get a job. I know because I just graduated university and I have so many friends I graduated a year ago, but I have so many friends right now that are talking about it and all this stuff. And you just see the post. And so many people are competing for entry level jobs, but there is like so many people competing for those, but there's a scarcity of senior level positions because, for one, a lot of people that are trying to enter the workforce don't have that knowledge or that experience to do that. So it's just an automatic like hard part of doing that. But that's just a common job analogy that I'm giving, but that goes for real life too. So many people are competing for what they think is achievable to the normal person, but it's like, well, if you achieve towards the stars, you don't have as much competition as you think. Yes, you could say, okay, I want to start, my cute baking business, and I want to have a bigger business and have some clients. But you're also competing with everyone in your area, everyone in the city, and that may not be a lot. You may be the only one in the town, but I'm giving my basic analogy. You may be competing with everybody for your baking business. You just have a few clientele, but let's say, you know what? I want to have the biggest baking business in the state. I want to have the biggest baking. I want to have the biggest baking business in the country. And it's like your competition gets smaller and smaller and smaller because when you think that big, you really think that, oh my gosh, there's so many people. But in reality, most people are shooting for what they think is achievable, what they think is realistic. But in reality, when you shoot for the stars, the sky's the limit because so much competition is right here because they don't think it's possible. When really it's possible for anyone, guys. It's possible with putting in the work. And that's why I am continuing to pursue what I want to pursue. I'm continuing to pursue the acting game, the performing game, the singing game, because I love to do it and I know where I want to go. And if you have something that you do, that you love to do, that you know where you want to go, that you would like to take seriously, pursue it and go towards the stars because so many people are playing it safe. So many people are playing it safe. And the worst that could happen, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's say I'm playing this for the long run and I just really decide that I just can't. Well, at least I tried. At least I went for it instead of having that regret in however many years in my bed, just saying, I should have done it. So all I'm saying is the competition, you really don't have as much competition as you think. And once I read that in this book, like I'm still reading, guys. I'm like still in the beginning. Like I have so much more to go. But it's just like, it really put that in perspective. Like, yeah, that is so true because there's so many people competing for the baseline because they feel it's safe. They feel that easily obtainable, but in reality, you'd be better off going for that bigger goal of yours, okay? With that persistency, with that time, and going for it. And that's all I want to say, guys. You're gonna go through some hard times, believe me, currently. I don't know if I would say it's too hard. You know, it's just the life. But just keep going for it. And I'm glad that I'm documenting this stage of my life because I want to be an example. I'm trying to get more people to do that. I've always loved talking to people about just pursuing what it is that they want to pursue. I truly believe it's healthy. It's what you need to do. And as long as you try. As long as you try. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you got some insight out of it. I love y'all so much. And bye.